Good evening once again. I don't know if y'all read the post, but we talking about tonight. I had a discussion with somebody a couple of days ago about whether you would like to, which would you rather do, work for a man or would you rather work for a woman, and why? So we're going to give people a few minutes to get on here because I would love to know what people think about that. I'll tell you my own personal opinion, put my little 2 cents in there. So people, go ahead and tag a friend so you can get in while I eat my Skittles. So, we're talking about if you'd rather work for a man or rather work for a woman, and why. Now, if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. Because you don't need to be scared. And for all of those who want to talk about it, try not to talk about it. Be honest. Try not to talk about it in a totally different way from the way you believe in it. Just because you see women on here that might, curse you out, or because you see men on here that might, have something negative to say back. But
Tank, what's up, man? Our boy is on here.
What up, TJ? Would you rather work for a man or would you rather work for a woman? And why? Okay, I'm going to start off by saying, me personally, overall, I'd rather work for a man. Then again, it depends on what it is. But regardless, most of the things that you could work for somebody for, I'd rather work for a man. Reason being, we all know most women, can't speak for all women, it's natural for them to be emotional creatures, as they say. Make decisions off of emotion. Let me give you an example. Back in 1999 and part of the year 2000, I lived in Holland, Michigan. Back when I first started driving trucks. I started working for this one guy who had just really pretty much got his trucking business off the ground. He was only like 2-3 years into the game, and he hired me as one of his drivers. Okay, I didn't drive for him long because of his wife. Okay, for some strange reason, his wife felt like she needed to be extremely mean and abrasive with all the drivers. So she wasn't getting along with any of them. He was like the nicest guy in the world. But she was just mean for no reason. And she felt like that's the way she needed to be. Some of those guys come in, when I say every day that I worked there, every single day, this woman had something smart to say, and she thought she needed to be extra forceful. And she had good quality drivers working for the company, what they did. And shortly after I stopped working for him, that company went out of business because she killed the business. All the drivers told me. And I said she was the cause of them losing all of their accounts, and nobody wanted to mess with them now. Nobody wanted to use their services. Nothing.
Wow.
She kept calling GM plants, thinking that she supposed to be extra tough and mean. When anybody know you don't mess with GM, they can do whatever they want. You can be a truck driver or a dispatcher or whoever. You call GM making demands, they will not use your services. They'll tell you, no. we need you. You don't need we don't need you as bad as you need us, because it's a million other trucking companies out here that we can use, and that's exactly what they did. This woman caused them to lose all of their major accounts and get banned off of GM property, and the company went out of business, and it was really because of her. I don't know how that worked out at home, but she was the cause of them losing their trucking business. Now, would I rather work for a man than a woman? Overall, yes, but some things, as much as I hate to say it, some things need a woman instead of a man. You know, there's some things. See, the average woman loves to rule with the iron fist because, you know, I mean, it's just the truth. The average woman feel like they need to outdo the average man, and that's just their nature. Now, things that does need to be ruled with iron fist. Okay, if you want it effectively done and you want it consistently ruled with an iron fist, get a woman, throw her in there, and trust me, it'll get done. But does everything need to be ran like that? No. Rick, what do you think about that? And tell everybody any of your experiences working for a man versus working for a woman.
Well, actually, it's harder to work for a woman because of the other factors involved. You know, the human nature thing. You know, I've seen it where, you know, I've worked for a woman before, and it was kind of stressful because you didn't know what to expect from day to day. You know, like Kurt was saying, they're emotional creatures, and a lot of times if there's issues going on in her house or was going on in her house, she brought those issues to work and kind of like took it out on a lot of the guys, you know. I don't know if she was dealing with a boyfriend or a husband, but then you got to look at the attraction factor. Because if there's an attraction factor there and, you know, she likes somebody on the job or like one of the workers and there's an affair going on, then, you know, you got to come to work every day and see that. And depending on how that relationship is going, it can be taken out on other individuals that ain't even got nothing to do with it. So I think it would be for me, it would be more stressful to work for a woman than to work for a guy. But then again, you know, you got some guys that act like women. So, you know, it's a catch-22 either way it go when you working for somebody. But if I had to take a pick, I'd rather work for a guy because I'm a guy, and it's just gonna make it a little bit easier.
You tend to with certain occupations, it takes if you're gonna run it, if you're gonna be the boss or the head of the company or whatever, management, supervisor, whatever. One of the things that makes you qualify for that position is being able to, you know, make good decisions and sometimes harsh decisions, and being able to do so. But not only harsh decisions, you know, and not only, you know, level-headed positions. Well, you always have to have a level head. You have to always have a level head, and that's even when you have to be harsh. But not everything needs to be ruled with an iron fist, and nothing needs to be ruled with emotion. You never put emotions in there. But like I said a few minutes ago, you got some things that does need a woman's ruling. Now, do I think women make good leaders? Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, you got someone. I can't say all women do, But you got some women that does make good leaders. But here's where the trick comes in at. Is that good leading woman going to lead you to success? Is she going to lead you all the way there? Is she going to lead you all the way to a solution? Is she going to always lead you to, more money? It's one thing to be leading, but where you going? You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say all women don't know how to lead, because I know for a fact some do. There's a lot of them out there know how to lead, but will it lead you to where you need to go? I don't know, because I've never let one totally lead me, because I'm a natural born leader myself. Me and my wife, we work side by side. Nobody leading anybody up in here, really. But when it's time to lead, yeah, I lead. I'm the leader. That's just me. That's my natural role. But working for a woman, for me, is a lot different from working for a man, because every woman I've ever had as a supervisor or a boss has always 100% of the time brought emotion into their leadership. Okay, have I ever seen that out of a man? Yeah, I have. But I've seen them. As far as I've seen so far, I've seen men, when it comes down to emotions, get it together easier than a woman, because the average woman, when she's upset, she's there, and she's going to stay there. That's even at work. She's gonna be there until she decides to come down. When she's happy, she's happy. That's even at work. When she's sad, she's sad even at work.
I tried to stay out of it.
Okay. My wife has joined
I tried to stay out of it.
and she took the bait. I'm so glad.
I tried to stay out of it.
She said she tried to stay out of it, but she couldn't help it. So she's in here. She's going to put her 2 cents in here, okay? So, sweetheart.
Wait, let me fix my head first.
She got to fix her head. She about to spice it up a little bit, y'all. Spice up this little live.
Okay.
Want me to put the camera on?
All right, Glenda. I see you, Glenda.
Do you want me to put
Cherise,
the camera?
see
you want
you
to wear my
too.
shades?
No, not really close though. I don't want you to put.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in.
All right.
It's a hot topic.
Oh yeah. Tracy is joining in. She don't want me to put her on camera right now.
You can put me on camera, but just
You
don't
sure?
put it so close to my face.
Don't put it close to your face. Oh, okay. She want me to keep it far back. She
Not real far back, So.
What, way back here? She's
I
holding a
guess
monkey.
I mean, that's pretty good. I tried to stay out of it, but
She's holding her monkey.
I really am having the darnest time doing so. Men only. When you said that women will rule a business with emotions, okay, hun.
Mm-hmm.
My feelings are men only need to be the boss of machinery, because you guys suck at being the boss of any livestock. I'm just being honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that. I mean, you don't suck per se, but you tend not to be as good as a woman. Yeah, so when I say that, I mean, you guys tend to be good at like car parts or welding, things like that. But as far as like things like anything with a heartbeat, you guys tend to suck at. I think women are perfectly capable to run any business.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys suck. Just gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just really how I feel. I think some businesses should be run with emotion. I think that in order to do things the right way, some emotion should be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Should be in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, okay, I'll put it like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know the incident I'm trying to get at.
What's that? If it's private, don't say it.
No, it's not private. I guess, well, how am I trying to say this? I feel like guys don't, when they have their own businesses, they tend to more or less think about just the money side of things, and they don't tend to think about the customer or how the customer would feel or any of that. I think that you guys are good at some things, but not all.
Mm-hmm.
Not all. I'm so serious. Like,
Well, that's true.
it was actually just a joke when I got on here when I was saying you guys suck, but you guys really do.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of times men don't put enough emotion into the business that they are running. That's why the customers are unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being honest.
Uh-huh.
I've had a lot of incidences where it's just like, wow, how would you feel if I did you like this? How would you feel if I overcharged you? How would you feel if, you know what I'm saying, I charged you for something and then it wasn't right and I still charge you for it? That's all man. That's all something that a man would do. Yeah, I don't want to get too deep off into it, but like I say, I think men should be only in charge of car parts and oil
Mm-hmm.
and steel.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's got a heartbeat, if it moves around in it, you guys suck.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, hey, that's good. I'm glad you said that because this makes for
or
good
if it's a
space for good
child,
conversation.
like children or no.
Mm-hmm. This makes for good conversation. Now,
No.
okay, now y'all heard Tracy, right? Let me see. Y'all heard Tracy, right? She feels that we suck at anything with a heartbeat, regardless of how many doctors there are on this planet.
Oh no!
There are male
That's
doctors.
A little different. That's a
Hold
little different.
Hold on. How many doctors that outnumber women as doctors and nurses, regardless of how many
But then I can get into that too now.
Hold on. Regardless of how many veterinarians there are men that veterinarians.
Suck bad.
Hold on.
Suck bad.
Hold on. Chill. How many veterinarians there are out here that outnumber women? As far as veterinarians that suck, you can only call one. Okay. When you got a guy that runs a business and he says what you said a minute ago, that's not putting emotion in there. That's not emotion.
What?
That's not that's careless customer service. What you were saying about if a guy don't take into consideration how somebody might feel about something, yeah, you shouldn't be like that as a guy or a woman. But I
didn't want to do it. But
hold on. Let me finish. That's a guy who shows careless customer service. Okay, that doesn't mean start putting emotion into it, because when you do it, you're going to feel a certain kind of way. You're going to cause them to feel a certain kind of way. And then you're going to kill the business. Mm-hmm. That is the reason why you don't mix emotion with business. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to do it. You're supposed to have what makes a business successful is having great customer relations, consideration for your customer, and having a good product. That will make any business successful.
Okay. I didn't want to get over to the story, but turn the camera back on me. I'm about to kill all this. Okay.
You can't kill it with just one story, because I can show you.
I got two.
Hold on. Well, just two won't, because this is what I'm.
So let me go with the shorter story first.
What I'm
Rick,
saying.
Let me go with the shorter story first.
Hold on. What I'm saying is statistically shown in large numbers, and I can prove it.
Let me go with the shorter.
Two stories ain't gonna hold nothing.
Let me go with the shorter story first. Now, Rick, you tell me what you feel, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, back in the years of when me and Curtis was, starting to have children. Now, this is a male doctor now. I had a miscarriage. Right, Rick? You listening?
Mm-hmm.
So, the whole time I was pregnant, I was like, yeah, but I was super excited. I wanted to see the baby. I wanted to know how far along I was. So, I had went to the ER just to be nosy. Get there. and they say, well, we it's a male doctor now that's doing this. He said the tech comes in. She said, we don't see a baby on the screen, but we see that your numbers are going up. So I say, okay, well, I don't know what's going on. Right, cool. So they run some more tests. This is a man now.
Mm-hmm.
They run some more tests, and they say, hey, listen, you're having an ectopical pregnancy. So I says, oh my gosh, I breaks down. Why me? I'm just so sad. I'm crying. I'm just sad. I'm sick. Do you know what this fool doctor came in and said? This is a man now.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying, oh my gosh, I know you're sad. Here's some tissue. Everything's going to be okay. He says, are you done crying now? We need this room. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
But that's run by a man.
Mm-hmm.
That's no emotion right there.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up getting written up because he was emotionless. And the way he shoved me off, he said, are you done crying now? We need this room. Okay, that's the first.
That's not a business. That's an occupation. I'm talking about a business.
Well, still, you talked about doctors. Remember you said that? Male doctors.
Right. No.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's because of what you said. Hold on. Because your head's starting to move too much for this live. Now, when I said doctors, I didn't say, I said business. That's what we started out talking about. And then you came in. Hold on. Then you came in and you started saying that men don't run nothing good unless, especially anything with a heartbeat. Okay, that's not talking about businesses. You talking about an individual person's occupation.
But I was just making something on when you said about like you said, and how many male. Now there are some very good male doctors. Don't get me wrong.
There's more good ones than bad ones, and it goes back to the whole concept: one bad apple does not spoil a whole bunch, and that's what that goes back to.
I'm basically making a comment on that. Now let's get back to this.
Mm-hmm.
You said male veterinarians. I'm about to bust it down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a couple of months back, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you exactly everything that happened, but I had a dog that was sick, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which, in my mind, I thought he was sick.
But you got to tell them, because I was there with you. I already know about it.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to go through the story.
Talk to the people.
Go through the story. They can hear me.
Because you know I already know about it.
They can hear me, they can hear me. So, mind you, I'm thinking, okay, take that back. I didn't think he was sick. I just thought the dog had, worms or whatever. So I takes the dog to a veterinarian's clinic in Saginaw, Michigan, okay? The vet is a man, okay? I get there, I let them know, listen, I want to have this dog tested for, I think, worms or whatever, just to make sure everything's fine. The lady, now this is the lady tech now, but let's just go off it farther into the story. The lady tech says, no, I think we should test for something more serious. I say, no, I just want it to be tested for worms. She says, no, because of what I'm seeing here, I think we need to test for something more serious. Cool. All right. I do that. So then my vet, I'm speeding the story up a little bit, y'all. My vet calls me in 2 days' time and says, hey, listen, I think you need to stop testing or stop treatment for this sickness that this male vet. Wait, I'm jumping the story a little bit. So let me jump the story back some, y'all. So the guy gets in or whatever, and he's letting me know, hey, listen, there's a faint positive. We're going to just start treating the dog for said sickness. I says, okay, I don't see how that happened. The dog is up on shots, but whatever you say, cool. Now let's skip forward a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 days later, the dog has been in treatment for 2 days. Cost me an arm and a leg. My female vet called me and says, hey, listen, I think you need to stop treatment. That's not what that dog has. Bring the dog in. I will test the dog myself. This is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I says, okay, how do you know? She says, now this is a woman. I called the place that you bought the shot from, and they're saying that the test that vet used was so sensitive, you caught a faint positive.
Right.
Cool. This a woman now. This a woman. Because we're going to make sure that our clients are comfortable. A man gonna send you off to La La Land somewhere crying.
No,
Okay,
hold on.
I ain't
That
done.
one man does not
Okay, I
speak
ain't
for.
done. I
Hold
ain't
on,
done.
that one
Don't
man
kill
does.
me now, 'cause I'm
That
trying to figure
one
out
man
what-
does
I'm
not
trying to
speak
fi-
for all men.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. So, okay, cool. So she says, you can continue. Listen to this, Rick. She says, you can continue treatment if you so desire, but you are wasting your money.
Right.
I can guarantee you, because I've done 2 days of research,
Right.
that's not what that dog
Has.
has. So she says, bring the dog up here now. I said, okay. Brought the dog up there, brought the sample that she wanted. She says, boom, I told you that dog did not have that. Cool. So I go back to the vet that's in Saginaw. I present the proper, listen to me, Rick, don't go to sleep on mine now.
Right,
Listen to me.
right.
I present this male doctor the proper paperwork saying, hey, listen, malpractice, you have misdiagnosed this dog. You almost shut down everything that I was doing, okay? You tried to tell me that I need to surrender my dog because this dog has this, and this. And my female veterinarian has furthermore advised me that that dog never had that, period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that male vet nurse, know what that male vet told me?
You know, I remember.
Y'all know what he told me? He still want his money. Where they do that
Saginaw.
at? So this is what I'm saying to you. If it would hurt been a female, this is what she told me today. Because I just went to the vet today. She said, I would have just dismissed it. Because that's hurtful for you. It's hurtful on my business. It's putting a bad name out there for me. Okay? I did malpractice. I understand that. And I understand how you must feel. Because at that time, I was boo-hoo crying. I understand that I inconvenienced your family. I'm going to just chalk it up as a loss. But a male vet? Oh, he can't let that $200 go. Oh,
No.
That's a pride thing. He can't let that go. He got to get his money. Even though he messed it up, he got to get it.
Right, listen. That male vet. We only going to call who did it. Can't say all. That male vet. Now, you got 2 incidents that you brought up.
I can go down the
Now,
line, though.
Yeah, but you got 2 incidents. We talking about people, period. Overall, we're not going to take 2 incidents and then make it seem like everybody's like that.
No, not everybody.
Just like I didn't. Now, I've said, just like I said, I stayed partial to the whole subject. I said, is every woman who you work for, incapable of being a leader or being somebody that you good to work for? I said, depends on what it is. I did not say that. It depends on what it is, because I'm speaking from personal experience over a course of at least 30-something years. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. Now, the incidents that she just mentioned are rock-solid incidents that actually happened. But can you judge all business owners or bosses off of those? No. Just like I can't with what I said. I can't say just because that woman shut her husband's business down that all women are like that, because there are some things that I believe only a woman should do with an iron fist. But as far as me working any kind of job having a woman as my boss, can I do it? No. Only because of the level of emotion that they bring to the table and to the job at the same time. Now, that does not mean they're not a good worker or a good boss or whatever. It's just they shouldn't do that, because that can kill it, especially if they own a business or whatever. Now, if you own a business, any female, any man, whoever, if you do own a business and you decide the only time your emotions come into play is when your customer's not standing there.
Right.
Okay.
And I think
now you supposed to have mixing emotions with your occupation or whatever. If you're gonna do it, there's a time to do it and a time not to do it. You definitely supposed to have a certain level of sensitivity to anything you do. You ain't never supposed to be insensitive when you're into customer relations. I don't care what kind of business it is. You're never supposed to be insensitive to your customers, man or woman. But my point is, bringing emotions into the job where it can hurt it, or your business where it can hurt it. Okay, what she was talking about, that happened. That actually happened. Will I judge every man from how that got? No, I can't, because all of them not like that. And that's statistically proven. Is every woman like the one I described? No. Every woman's not like that. It's just, like she just said, it's certain things we all good at. See, she gave an honest, womanly opinion when she said men should only do certain things. Okay, it's a lot of women that feel that way. But men and women have proven to be able to do things that only men and women have done in the past, or whatever, just as effectively as, like men do. You got male nurses or whatever, and everybody thought a woman can only be a nurse, but you know that's for the care of men and women, just like a doctor is. But there are certain things that women can do, depending on what it is, just as good as any man.
And I want to put this out there. This is, turn the camera again, because I want to put this out there. This was actually funny, and I do not mean this in a harmful way, but you're going to laugh when I tell you this. Okay, this is a man versus a woman, y'all. Dazzle, I'm going to go back to this again. Dazzle was having her first litter. Okay, so me and Curtis.
That's our chihuahua. One of our chihuahuas.
We was up all night long. We was finally down to the last puppy. She's supposed to give birth to the last puppy, right? So she gets the puppy. You remember this?
Mm-hmm.
No, this was the second to the last. One of the two. So she gets down to the second to the last puppy, one of the two. So she starts, cleaning the puppies up and, wrapping, we gearing to wrap this thing up. So all of a sudden I says, she got one hanging out and she's licking the other ones and stuff like that. And I said, Curtis, is she choking? Curtis says, no, she ain't choking. I say, no, she looked like she was choking. So then she's still into, choking. So I said, Curtis, get her. This is a man now. He was like, no, she's fine. She's not choking. I'm like, she is about to die. So I had to hurry up and rush over there, being the woman, being able to tell that it is severely something wrong with this picture. He was steady telling me, okay, no, she's not. I'm like, yes, she is. She is about to die off that placenta. Get it. So that's what I'm saying to you. Things do need to have a certain amount of emotion into it, or you won't know what's going on. Like, you seriously, you can't run. And another thing,
that wasn't emotion. That was a level of sensitivity
to
what was going on. And first of all, when I said she wasn't choking, she was not choking. She started choking.
The reason why you didn't know she was choking, she was like, that quiet choke going through that.
No, she was not. She wasn't choking at first. I swear she wasn't. I know choking when I see it. She was not choking at first. She started choking after you started talking about, is she choking? You kept saying it. Then she started choking. I was looking at her. I know what choking is, even with a dog.
So I do think, like I said, if a man is running, and also too, I want to say this, if a man is running a business where the only thing he deals with is tires and mufflers and stuff like that, I think that's perfectly fine. But I still think a man even needs a woman by his side with that too, because it's just like, need to have that touch to it. It can't all be just, you know what I'm saying? I think women are good for customer relations. Like, okay, imagine how that person would feel if I had to wait 20 minutes. How would I feel? Men don't care. They don't care. Wait.
See, you taking this in.
Buddy.
Listen. You taking this to another direction. I didn't say nothing about women shouldn't do certain things. You taking it to a whole different direction. I'm talking about mixing emotion. Listen, I'm talking about mixing emotion in with your business or your occupation. Mm-hmm. You still do what you do. Just leave the high level of emotion out of it. Now, the level of sensitivity is what you're talking about. You supposed to show a certain level of sensitivity or whatever, especially when you deal in customer relations. Now, hold on, let me turn this on. If you're going to deal with, if you're going to put emotions in there, and if you're going to do it anyway, you have to be real careful, because if you're mad about something, here's where the emotions, it's called anger. You mad about something. Now tell me, have you ever done this? You be mad about something and you don't want to hear anything from anybody. You want to be left alone. Have you ever been like that? You be upset about something, you want to be left alone.
Just for a couple minutes.
However long it is. Okay, have you ever been happy and wanted to tell everybody?
Yes.
Okay, have you ever been sad and wanted to cry?
Who haven't?
So those are the emotions I'm talking about. I'm not talking about when you see somebody choking, you need to hurry up and get... That's not... Your emotions going to kick
All right, let me
in
spring
at
that
the
back
same...
on.
Hold on. Your emotions probably going to kick in too because you're feeling excited or whatever. Or, when you see something. So you got to show a level of sensitivity because you can still show emotion and sit there and watch them choke. Okay, now if you react to it, that's showing a certain level of sensitivity to the matter, and you got to do something about it.
Okay.
Now if you cry or laugh or get angry in the process of helping the dog or whoever, that's different. Those are the emotions.
Now let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask it from me.
Mm-hmm. Let me get you.
Have you ever seen me get upset?
Yeah.
Truly upset
Yeah.
about business affairs?
Yes.
Okay. Once I have gotten upset and I wait a little while, have I ever came out with a splendid idea?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not the point, though. That's not my point.
So that's what I'm saying to you. That's emotion. Okay.
Right,
well,
right.
If that's not your point, then let me get off the line. Then I don't know.
No. You missing my point. I'm saying now see, it's good if you come out of it. My point is you shouldn't have gotten mad like that in the first place. There's certain things
But
about your...
Sometimes anger can help you get through certain things.
Well, that's... Yeah.
Being frustrated can help you think about what's your next move going to be.
Yeah. Now, I agree with that. But you have to still... Just as long as you're being careful with it. I mean, if it's a good outcome, then that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. But regardless to that, my point is emotions with business don't mix. It's when it's a time to show that. See, if you're doing that and you're not dealing with your customers and you don't let your emotions affect any of your business decisions, then you're doing good. You get over it before you make a decision. See, the reason why it's kind of scary for a lot of people, including women, for a woman to be in a certain position is because of that. Because it can be very the wrong decision can be very detrimental. You know what I'm saying, to a lot of other people's welfare. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm finna throw the big question out there. Do anybody think, if you're not scared to answer this, do y'all think this country would be good with a woman president? Now, I dare anybody to answer that. If you're not scared of any kind of backlash or what somebody might say, answer that question. Anybody. I dare anybody to answer that.
Well, I'm about to eat that one on up.
See, Tracy ain't scared to answer nothing.
I'm about to tear that one up. Come on,
right.
Let's get it rolling.
Hold on.
I'm ready.
I gotta see if anybody watching gonna be daring enough to answer that.
I'm gonna answer it for
Do
you.
anybody? No. You can't answer for them. That's a personal answer.
I'm about to answer it in another way.
That's your own personal views on that. But who feel like this country would be? Let me ask you like this: do you feel like this country would be better off with a woman president than a man president?
Skittles.
Does anybody think that this country would be better off with a woman president instead of a man? Not because it empowers women and because it seems like, ooh, we finally reached the milestone of a woman being a president. No, leave that part out of it. Will a woman make a better president than a man president, and why?
I see you, Veronica.
Because that's the number one position. You can't bring no emotion in.
Miss Veronica, you said yes.
Mm-hmm. She said yes.
Okay.
Now, Veronica, why do you feel like a woman would be a better president than a man? I asked this question before. Well, one time somebody said it before I even asked it. and they never really gave me a real answer
I'm ready. I'm about to-
on why or whatever. But
I can't wait.
they just said because it's about time we see a woman in office, and it'll be good for the women, and nobody ever said why. They just said it'll be good to see a woman in office. And in my opinion, it'll be lovely to see a woman in office, but there's still that emotional factor in there.
I'm ready.
You know, and the presidency is that's a sensitive thing that you can't play with, Let me see what Veronica say. Said they both great. A woman, what's that? Or a man.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking that too.
Yeah, either or. But in my opinion, I think a woman will make an outstanding president. In my opinion, I think a woman will make a president just as good of a president as a man. But as long as there's no emotional factor in there,
Wait,
Can't-
hold on. Now I'm about to eat that one up too. Come on.
as
now.
long as
Come
no
on now.
emotion, that's my opinion.
Come on now.
Because the
I'm
presidency is not something
I'm ready.
you can play with. Now, Tracy is over here dying to answer this. Well, at least throw her 2 cents in here. Let's see what Tracy has to say.
Okay. I'm ready now. Listen, 2 things. I'm gonna say the short one first, okay?
Mm-hmm. And then the long one.
Now you didn't even forget what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh
Well, let the
my
monkey
gosh.
talk.
I was going to say, okay, let's just go here first. I think emotions, for some things, now let me put this out here, let me put this disclaimer out here. If it was a female president, it's good for some things, but not all things. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. If it's a national, something going on, or a national crisis, or a disaster, or something like that, I think we will be good in that type of stuff, because we're thinking about the people that was affected. We're thinking about, you know what I'm saying? So when you put emotions and stuff like that, you bound to have good outcomes because you want to help the people. When you have a female president, we thinking about more like these single moms and these moms that's, trying to provide for their children. We thinking about stuff like that. So that's good to have emotions. That's why we ain't got nowhere. That's why people for the, Hurricane Katrina was like, hey, what's going on? Where's all the help? Oh, hon, because it was a man. Yeah. Because if it was a woman, they would have been out of there. If it was a woman...
So you're saying Barack Obama didn't do nothing like that because he was a man?
No, I'm simply saying to you, I think that women, when it comes down to stuff like that, are better at doing things because we do have emotions. We do feel the people's pain. We do want to help you. We do want to be there for you. We do want to be there for your 9, 10 kids. We do want to have you have food stamps. Men just, they're not thinking like that. Here's another thing. Honey, women already run the world, even if it's a man. You know why? Because more than likely, he's married. And guess what she's doing behind closed doors? Do you really think Barack Obama made all those decisions? Do you really think Trump is making all those decisions, honey? Let me tell you what I would do for you if you was president.
I hope you don't think Trump's wife making any.
Let me break it down for you,
That
honey.
goofball wife.
Let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you. If I wanted a certain bill passed, okay? If I wanted a certain law passed and Curtis was president, and I know I'm not the president, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till he good and whatever. I'm going to wait till Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever day I decide to do this. And I'm going to go in that room. First off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that bathroom. I'm going to put me on a nice slow song, okay? Perhaps with some Anita Baker or something like that. And I'm going to go in there and lather up and wash real good. Then I'm going to go, no. Yeah, whichever way I decide to do it. I'm going to go in there and lather up and wash real good. Then I'm going to make him something real good. I'm going to make him some chicken or something real good. Then I'm going to whip it on him. And in the middle or after, I'm going to say, hey, babe, how do you feel about this? I can guarantee you're going to say, we're going to do that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Honey, the man is the head. Don't get me wrong. But the woman is always the neck that turns the head. Okay? Don't get it twisted. So there is female presidents. We're just not presidents. We just know how to do things. We know how to move. When we want things done, we know how to whip it on them. When you want that bill passed, you know how to do it. Unless you're a dingbat. Because if it's something I want and you say no, I'm gonna whip it, baby. It's gonna be the best head game you ever had in your life.
Well,
because I want it done.
Well, unfortunately, because of everything you just said, that's why the president don't always make all the decisions. Because of everything you just said, that's why he's not the main one who makes it. He's the president, but he has to run all them ideas and all that stuff past what's that? Congress
and the Supreme
Okay.
Court.
Yep.
Okay.
But if he really want it done, he can get it done.
But that what you just said is exactly why it's not done just by him.
I just think
Because if it was, then the president, the wife might as well scoot right over there into the presidency and be the president. Because you know when you love your wife, she can be very, very influential. Mm-hmm. You know, she'll end up running the country. Mm-hmm. So that is exactly why.
I think it's funny how people really don't see that. They think, oh, we got a male president. Oh, yeah, he makes all the decisions. Oh, no, honey, no, you don't. Because if Curtis was president, I can guarantee you I'm going to get some stuff passed. I can guarantee, baby, by the time Monday morning comes, he going to be singing the praises, honey. He going to be doing everything I want him to do.
Well, what you going to do to me? What you going to do to me? Tell the people what you going to do to me.
Baby, I will wrap you up like a doggone pretzel, okay?
With what, your legs?
I'm gonna get my bill passed. I'm going to get my bill.
Do I get to eat some pistachios?
We're not going to go that far into it, but like I said.
Can I eat your pistachios?
Women, a lot of people did. I don't even know if they knew that or they just wasn't thinking like that. You think for 1 second he making all them decisions. Women, we know how to get stuff when we want it. You know how to get stuff done.
All right. There it is, y'all. There you have it from Tracy Harris. Fortunately, that's not how that's ran. That's not how that's done.
Oh, you don't think so?
I know so.
You don't think? Oh, okay.
I know so.
Okay, you don't think so?
But the wife and certain things, not the presidency, but certain things, I'm pretty sure is very, very, very persuasive and influential.
So when we first bought this house, remember when we first bought this house and you didn't like the house?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we here now?
No. I never disliked the house. I always liked the house. Mm-hmm. I just wasn't too crazy about moving into it.
Okay, but we're here though, right?
Yeah.
That's because of that cookie. Now we here, right? Oh my gosh. Remember when you only wanted one child?
Unfortunately,
and we got 4.
Sweetheart, you can turn this into a whole different life.
What? No. Remember when you only wanted 1 and we got 4?
Sweetheart, that's
because of that good whipping.
That should tell you something.
That's because of that good whipping.
Okay.
Yes, Sam.
Anyways.
Remember when you didn't want leather furniture? And we sitting on leather? Mm-hmm. What about for Halloween when you didn't want to go trick-or-treating that long?
As I eat my Skittles, I listen to my wife.
You said, I don't want to go trick-or-treating.
She doesn't understand.
And I said, I do.
What happened in our relationship? She thinks
just remember, people, you saw it here on our live.
She thinks everything is due to her cookie.
That cookie, that milkshake, bring all the boys to the yard.
Not it at all.
All I'm simply saying is we know how to get stuff done. Y'all might be the head, but we definitely the neck, honey. We definitely the neck. We gonna turn the head. Sure is.
Anyway, back to the topic. As you can see how that line went to the left?
What?
Her emotions started getting involved.
I just told you that God's honest truth.
No, you didn't. You told me your opinion. That's all we do on here is opinions. Mostly. Sometimes we tell the truth. Sometimes we tell the raw, naked truth. Y'all already know him. Tracy, get on here. It's finna get lit. For one reason or another. But, as y'all already know, the presidency do not go like that.
Oh, you don't think so?
I know so.
Okay. So you think,
but
for a fact, Michelle Obama, when she wanted something done, She couldn't get it passed.
What she want done hadn't had nothing to do with the presidency. Michelle Obama wasn't folks. She let him handle that since he was the president and he was the man. But
Yeah.
what she wanted done,
You keep dreaming.
what she wanted done was something totally different. And she got it done too. And he helped her. Yeah. But bottom line, we're going to reel this back in. Me personally, I'd rather work for a man than a woman, because the average woman, just the average woman, this doesn't apply to you if you're not the average woman, but the average woman, when they tend to be in a position of power, the average woman tends to feel like, from what I've seen, feel like they need to be extra tough, extra hardcore, louder than normal, make harsher decisions than normal. Now, with certain things, like I said, that's exactly what you need. Depends on what it is, though. Everything? No. No, I saw a woman police get beat up trying to do like a man. When she was improperly trained. No. I take that back. She was properly trained, but she was standing there amongst two men trying to do what they do instead of doing what she was supposed to do. And she got beat up. I watched this. I watched another female police officer stand there trying to do what the other guys do, and she almost got beat up. Now, she didn't get beat up. She used proper procedure. But the reason the other one, those two women, one woman got beat up and the other one got beat up because they let their emotions take over, and they got angry. So they start forgetting their training. And they got angry, and it caused them to lose focus when they got mad. And the one woman police officer that got beat up, she got her butt whooped. And she had the help of two other guys. She was pretty much just in the way. She should have stayed where she was. She tried to apprehend the bad guy by herself. Bad mistake. She was about 100 pounds? I didn't even know they was letting them in that small, but I guess, hey, why not? But she got beat up. She got knocked down about 2 or 3 times, and she was totally ineffective in that tussle with the bad guy. But it took the two men to keep a clear head, and they apprehended the guy. They pinned him on the ground. They didn't get mad though. They just pinned him on the ground, because you've seen some of these guys, because we've seen some guys lose it too, where they let emotion get in there just because the guy they're trying to apprehend is too strong, so they cuff him and then start beating the hell out of him after they cuff him. Because they got pissed. Because he was stronger than them and he was moving around too much, so it made him mad.
Now that I have to agree with you on.
Now, like I said, with the woman, what happened was her emotions took over and she got pissed off and she lost focus and she didn't use none of her training. She didn't use any of her training and she ended up getting beat up. But, that's where it can become detrimental, because what if she lost her life? You don't come back from that. You have to be careful. Now, anytime you start losing business because of stuff like that, you start, businesses start to shut down or anything like that, that's when it's time to back up, revamp how you're going to do things, take them emotions out of there and start running it, professionally without the emotional factor in there. Does not mean don't show a level of sensitivity. That's two different things. There is a lot of successful women out here. Now, I like to see more of them. Business owners, But I also seen a lot of women be unsuccessful because of that. Because they get very, very upset about this, very, very emotional about that, and then they quit.
Now,
or they lose business or whatever.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
And then once I get this question, I'm like totally gonna be like dropping the mic. I'm gonna ask you, Curtis. When and I hate to keep having to revert back to this because these are things that has happened. And he's my baby, and I love him, and he's just a nice dog. So I'm just gonna say that. When Boss ate that cob that time, did emotions drive me to do the right thing?
Okay, that's one of those times I just said. Sometimes you have to do that. That's when it's beneficial.
I mean, because we surely could have just let him die.
Right, but you didn't do that in front of... Listen to what I'm saying now. You didn't do that with a customer. That's what I just said a minute ago. The time to show those emotions is the time to show them, and the time to not show them is the time to not show them.
No, but you were saying, like, a lot of times we shouldn't run businesses with our emotions.
Right. You didn't run that with emotion. You didn't run the business with your emotions. I said a minute ago also, there's a time to show them and there's a time not to show them.
Okay, so I don't know. Like I said, I just wanted to bring that up, and maybe I'm wrong.
But see,
I don't know.
But see, that wasn't really emotional. You got emotional after the fact because of what happened.
No, I got
emotional.
I got emotional when the whole entire thing.
That's what I'm talking
about. The emotions got him through.
No. What I'm talking about is after the fact you found out he was sick. And then you showed a high level of sensitivity to the matter. That's what I'm talking about. See, showing sensitivity to something, a level of sensitivity to something, anybody can do that, whether you bring emotion in there or not. Now, those are two different things. If you care about your business, period, whether you look at your animals as just money or you actually care about them, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you show a certain level of sensitivity to the matter to understand that if I don't do anything about this and be real diligent about doing something about it, this animal can die and it can hurt my business big time. Now, everything else is going to follow, okay? Whether you are emotional or not, you have to do at least that. You have to show a high level of sensitivity because this is a life. You know, and you definitely don't want him to die. Okay, you definitely don't want any of your animals to die. So whether you show emotion or not, you have to show a high level of sensitivity to the matter because this is your business also. But I saw where your emotions, because mine came in because I care about him also. See, even if I didn't care, I would have said, look, we need to do something about this because, you know, he can die. You know, but my emotions kicked in because I was sitting with him at night in the room. And then when it was time to put him up, you know, just like you said, you can hear it in my voice when I told him, come on, boss, I said, let's get in the cage. You know, but regardless to the emotions or not, one thing you can count on, male or female, if you care about your business at all, whether you show emotion or not, is showing a high level of sensitivity to the matter when you have a problem or whatever it is, a sale or whatever.
But I am going to agree. Certain things, all jokes aside though, y'all, I am going to agree. Certain things you shouldn't show emotion with, but a lot of things you should. I mean, it just takes you farther with your customer service. It takes you farther, you know what I'm saying, in your business, period. Because I know for a fact, emotions definitely have worked for me. I've been able to make certain decisions, good decisions, based off of, hey, look, this is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I've been able to make some very sound decisions out of pure anger. Because a lot of times when I am angry, I make some very clear decisions.
Right. Well, but
it takes me a minute. I'm not going to lie to you. It takes me a little minute. I have to, you know, beat it myself for a little minute.
Right. See, that's where the fine line comes in and see what I was talking about. As long as you don't show your emotions with your customers and let your emotions take over. Yeah. Okay, if you use your emotions, if they help you make a good sound decision and you know it's the right one, you ain't saying, well, I ain't going to do that just because I'm mad. Or they didn't come by and buy this puppy, so I'm going to, if they do come by, I'm going to give them a different one since they didn't come this one.
Well, I'm just gonna
as long as you don't do stuff like that.
That's totally, you letting your emotions just drive you stupid.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you let your emotions just drive you stupid then.
Right.
But like, I'm talking, it's just.
That's all I'm saying. As long as you don't let them do that, let the emotions control everything, you're good.
Yeah. I just think, like I say, when you running something like, something that's got something to do with car parts, something like that, or any male or female, like if you're doing something like that, or you running something that just you don't have to really do, it's not really alive or anything like that, then I can see you just kind of somewhat staying emotionless, staying out of it like that. You know what I'm saying? But when you are dealing with stuff like cattle or a farm or something that, you know what I'm saying, you need to put yourself in that predicament and say, hey, how would I feel if I stayed outside all night long? Hey, how would I feel if I got sick like that? Hey, how would I feel if I went with if I got, if
Right.
I had an owner like that? You have to do that, because when you do that, when you run that kind of business, your business tends to run smoother.
Right, but see, that goes back to what else I said about showing a level of sensitivity to something. That's not having emotions in there. You put yourself in that position. Say, how would I feel if I did that? If I was out there like that, Now, if you bust out crying after you start thinking like that, that's where the emotions come in. Or you get yay, you get happy over it. Those are the emotions. But showing sensitivity to the matter, period, that don't have anything to do with emotions. But that's how you run a successful business. That's how you have good customer relations with your customers. You say, hey, I wonder how they would like this, and would they like this, and this will be good for my customers, and I'm gonna do this for my customers, and you know what I'm saying? Being sensitive to the matter and to your customers, and it helps build good relations, customer relations. You got people all day, every day that don't care nothing about you when you walk into a business. They don't know you. Why should they care? But this is what they care about: getting your money. This is what they care about. They care about getting your money. So they're gonna make you feel comfortable. When they're good at what they do, they're gonna make you feel comfortable. They're gonna make you feel welcome. Mm-hmm. They're gonna show you all the hospitality in the world, all the way until you make that transaction. Then afterwards, they're gonna try to keep you as a customer, and they're gonna continue to do so.
But I want to.
It don't mean they're gonna go home and say, "Oh wow, I'm so happy for that person that they got that product that I sold them." No, they're gonna be, because they ain't gonna remember you after that. No way with all the other customers. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, I did good today."
Well, I just want to put that in there. Now, I guess I don't know, but this is what I want to say about that. Turn the camera back, please.
She coming back.
I hate when people run a business, no matter what it is, when it's all about money. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Well, I'm just going to say I hate when people run any business when it's all about money. What I've learned when you run a business when it's all about money, especially like I said, I'm going to go back to that, especially when it's anything about, something with a heartbeat. God tends to not bless you as much as he would have if you would have cared about what you was doing. If you would have cared about the people you were selling to. If you would have said, wow, I'm really happy I made them happy. You know what I'm saying? You tend to lose out on a lot when it's all about money. That's the only thing you care about. Your price is sky high and you wonder why you can't sell what you're selling. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it should never, to me personally, it should never, when you run the business, should be all about the money. Because if you get me and I notice that you're all about the money, you don't get my money.
Well, unfortunately, sweetheart,
it's all about how that
honey lamb chops. I agree with you, but I can't say that you don't have a lot of successful people who I can't say that there's not a lot of successful people out here where it's all about the money. Anybody that's mostly anybody that is, I can't speak for all of them, but most people who are super rich, that's why they are super rich, because it's all about the money to them, and they will cut anybody's throat. You got some people out there literally doing that to get rich.
And that's all fine and dandy that you're super rich and stuff like that. But that's probably why I would never be super rich, because I want to make sure that what I'm doing is in line with what God wants me to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure that I'm treating these people and my animals the way that they need to be treated. Mm-hmm. Because when you stop doing that and all about the money, okay, now you're gonna get what's coming to you with that. You will not be blessed. You will not go farther. You will not climb the ladder of success. The ladder of success. You will be right there, stagnant in one spot.
Yep.
Now, unless you
What you do, right? What you do is good enough to be rich. You can be rich doing what you do. You just have to keep the same level of care, that you have for these animals. You have to keep that throughout the whole time you run your little business. You got to keep that from start to finish. Everything else will follow. And that's whether you be a millionaire or not. Because success is success. Success is not judged by a dollar amount. It's not judged by a dollar amount. And trust me, you'll make enough money to be able to do anything you want.
Now, when you always say, when you said you can't run a business by emotion, now when we're talking about the money thing, I literally feel like I'm welling up. Because it's just like, why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? Why is it the only thing that matters is the money? That's so ugly.
This is called planet Earth.
God don't like ugly.
You must have forgot.
That's so ugly. I would never.
Well, yeah. Well, that's why all those rich people that get all their money from, based on that concept and that concept alone always have major problems.
If I don't want nobody to take this and use this against me, but if I see, just say if I'm selling a dog, and I'm just gonna call out a number, and say if I'm selling it for $1,000, but it's a family with however many kids, and they seem like a perfectly fit family, and they tell me, Tracy, I don't have no $1,000, I have $800, and we really want to make this happen. I'm not gonna look at them and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, bro, I can't help you." Okay, now it's starting to get all about the money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I see you perfectly fit, you're perfectly capable of taking care of this dog, you just don't have all that. You know what I'm saying? You just don't, as long as you can get somewhere where I'm comfortable at and you're comfortable at, that's all that matters to me. I know you're not going to abuse it or run it over with a car, a dog fighting, all kind of stuff. Then I'm perfectly happy with letting you have it. I'm perfectly happy with that. Because when you get to another level where it's like, if you don't hit that dollar amount, you don't give me what I'm asking for right on the penny, nickel, and dime, then you will not be in line with what God wants you to do, and you won't be blessed.
Right.
You will not be in line.
Amen.
I'm just being honest. I hate when people do that. Even when I go to a store, it's just like, oh my God, like, dude, it's just a penny. Do you have a penny behind the cash register? Mm-hmm. Can you please just, I don't know why people do stuff like that.
Because of that, it's all about the money with them. I mean, that's the world we live in, unfortunately. But, like I said, feel free to comment on this subject, because we're going to do this again on this particular subject. Feel free to comment even after the live. I read all my comments. I would love to know what people really, really think about this. If there are any business owners out here, feel free to comment. Tell me how you do your business or whatever. If you have a special technique, do you get mad when people don't buy from you or whatever, or use your services? Do you get mad when people don't appreciate your services? Do you get mad, sad, glad, and want to go beat them up? Or do you go beat them up? Or do you curse them out? Have you ever cut somebody's grass and they come outside and they trying to find one blade of grass that didn't get cut, and they trying not to pay you? Or what do you do? Situations like that.
No, if I'm cutting the grass and it's 92 degrees out, I'm going to need my money.
Exactly. Now, when you owe money now, at the time now, if I done already, me personally, if I provided a service or sold you something and you owe me some money for it, now, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. I don't know about anybody else. I need mine now. And I'm not saying I'm all about the money. It's just, if you owe me, we done already agreed to a price and you got my merchandise, I want my money.
Yeah. Now, when y'all get to a point where y'all agreed on that price, now I'm going to need
it's already settled.
Yeah, I'm going to need what you said. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But for me personally, I feel like nobody should ever run a business where it's just all about, you got to hit that dollar right on the mark. Right there. If you don't, I'm going to kill you. No.
So, feel free to continue to comment, you know. Let me know if there's any business owners out there who, you know, feel how Tracy feels versus how I feel, or versus how Rick feel. And we're gonna bring this topic back again, because I already knew that this was gonna probably stir up some things. But next time, hey, tag a friend so y'all can get in, because this is a big topic. This is something that's been going on and discussed for decades. You know, working for a woman versus a man. Do you feel like a woman can run a business just as good as a man, or better than a man? Do you feel like the reason more men are in positions, you know, of power than women is because we run them better, or what? Or what? Because right now women are on the rise of doing more and more things.
I almost fell through this
You know,
computer.
do I think every woman should be able should do everything any man should do? No. There's certain things I believe only men should do, just like I believe there's certain things only women should do. And you call me old school or whatever, but it's certain things that men do that I think women do better. That's not to say she should be always consistently doing it, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. And I've never been the type of person that want to hold a woman back from doing anything she wants to do, even if it's something I don't think she should be doing. You know. But I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to let Rick say what he got to say before we, you know, cut it off. But we bringing this topic back.
This was a hell of a show. This was a hell of a show. A very slippery slope.
I would like to invite somebody to this house
Wow.
to discuss some of these kind of topics. If is anybody out there that wouldn't mind coming by to get on this live, so people can see how you feel or whatever. Sitting right here is different from inviting you on the camera. But if you'd rather be on the camera, no problem. Feel free to let me know, and I will invite you on here. You know what I'm saying? So you can get on here and discuss it too. Everybody would like to hear different, you know, opinions and you know what I'm saying, different things different people got to say about certain things, you know. So that being said, we're going to end it right here. Everybody that tuned in, thanks for tuning in. We will be back Friday 8 o'clock with another subject. I'll post it, and feel free to get in. Feel free to get in, and we will talk. All right, y'all. Peace.
Later.